Peace be with you. Recently, I've been getting tagged in videos that talk about punishment for apostasy in Islam, and the videos I've been getting tagged in have seemingly Muslim scholars saying that the punishment for apostasy is death under any condition, and I don't know where they got that from. I mean, I do know where they got them from. They got it from some hadith, some narrations, and then the way they interpreted it made them think that that is the case. But that is not what the Quran says. You can think about it whatever you want. I'm just going to tell you what the Quran says, and then you make your own decisions. In the 4th chapter of the Quran, Surah Nisa, starting with verse 88, this is where this topic is talked about. And it says, "What is the matter with you then that you have become two parties about the hypocrites, while God has made them return for what they have earned," right? So these people have earned some evil, so God refused them from faith, right? God made them return for what they have earned. So they lived in disobedience to God even after proclaiming faith. So God made them return for what they have earned. And then it says, "Do you wish to guide him whom God has caused to err? And whomsoever God causes to err, you shall by no means find a way for him," right? So if somebody becomes an apostate, it doesn't matter what you want. You can, if God doesn't want him, you cannot force him back into it. You cannot force him back into belief, right? No matter what you do. This is what it says. And then the next verse says, "They desire that they should disbelieve that you should disbelieve as they have disbelieved, so that you might be all alike. Therefore, do not take from them friends until they fly, until they emigrate in God's way. But if they turn back, then seize them and kill them wherever you find them, and do not take from among them a friend or a helper." So if you stop reading here, it seems that indeed the punishment for apostasy is death. It says, if they turn back, then seize them and kill them wherever you find them, right? But you need to keep reading, because that's not all. In the next verse, verse 90, God tells us, "Except those who reach a people between whom and you there is an alliance." So you cannot harm these people even if they become apostates. "Or who come to you, their hearts shrinking from fighting you or fighting their own people," right? So the context of this is war. It's fighting. And if they don't want to fight you, you cannot harm them. And if God had pleased, he would have given them power over you, so they should certainly have fought you. Therefore, if they withdraw from you, so meaning they are not attacking you, and do not fight you, and offer you peace, then Allah has not given you a way against them. So if people become apostates, but they do not attack you, they don't fight you, they offer you peace, then God has not given you a way against them. You cannot do anything against them. The only people who you can do this to is in the 91st verse. And it says, "You will find others who desire that they should be safe from you and secure from their own people. As often as they are sent back into the mischief, into the corruption, they get thrown into it headlong. Therefore, if they do not withdraw from you and offer you peace and restrain their hands," meaning they don't stop attacking you, "then seize them and kill them wherever you find them, and against these we have given you a clear authority." So that is the only punishment for apostasy. If people were Muslims, but then they decide they don't want to be Muslims anymore, but then they betray you, they attack you, they try to harm you, you have the right to defend yourself against them, even though they call themselves Muslims before. And that is why this punishment for apostasy is even present. People used to be Muslims, and you're not supposed to attack them. You're supposed to be kind towards them. You're supposed to respect them. And then they turn, and now they're attacking you. Well, against these people, you can defend yourself, because next few verses is talking about killing believers, right? If you do it by accident, there's things you have to follow. And it says that whoever kills a believer intentionally, his punishment is Jahannam, is hell. So this is a very important topic to think about, right? You can't just proclaim somebody apostate and then kill them, and these people are in fact Muslims. Or if they proclaim themselves apostates, they're like, "Just leave me alone, bro. I want to live my life." You can't kill them. You do not have authority to do this. So this is what the Quran says. If the apostates become apostates, and they don't want to deal with any of this fighting, they don't want to deal with any of this, they just want to live in peace, you got to leave them alone. You cannot force anyone to believe. If they become apostates, attack you, then wherever you find them, right? It's war, it's fighting, you're defending yourself. And be careful not to just trump this charge up in order to conquer people and kill people because in the 94th verse, God tells you, when you go to war, when you fight in God's way, be careful and investigate, and don't say to anyone who offers you peace, you are not a believer, seeking the goods of this world, right? So you're not out there to conquer, you're out there to be a Muslim. And this is what the Quran says. Peace be with you.